Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. This will be a room tour video. Quickly want to squeeze this into the 10-minute limit on the Samsung phone. I'm going to directly upload it from my phone onto YouTube so you get full 4K, so make sure you're watching this in the full HD action. The main reason for shooting this video, two reasons really. I found a home for the Prime 1 Catwoman, and last time I did a room tour video, which wasn't too long ago, I got a couple of comments from people saying they would prefer if I actually talked in these videos so that I could explain why I've put certain things where I've put them and explain what things are and so on. Makes sense, so I'll do that for you now. Anyway, that's where I've put the Prime 1 Catwoman. Let's just take a look at her. Absolutely stunning piece. Now, I've just reviewed this. It was the first review of this piece to go up in the world, as far as I know. And I really enjoyed filming this thing and taking photographs. The review, really in depth, an hour long. Check it out. It's the video that went up before this one. Definitely worth a look if you're a Catwoman fan or a DC fan or an Arkham game fan, whatever. Got this beautiful cabinet to put it on. It's nice and high. A piece like this really needs to be at the right level. Too low down and you're just doing it an injustice. It needs to be at the right height, and I found the perfect thing to put it on. And the white wall behind her, just no distractions, pure class. And the posters around her, absolutely awesome. The little Batman Begins corner, continuing over here into the Dark Knight. Absolutely awesome. I didn't change anything on this wall because there's no point messing with perfection. That is just, I just love it. And Catwoman, Sideshow Premium Format, she's moved down to here now. This is just a temporary, surface to put her on just for now. Until I find somewhere, or something better to put her on. And I need to find a new home for that Harley Quinn picture, which I really do like, but I had to move it because Catwoman had to go there instead. And nothing much has changed over here. And this wall, still very much the same. Get a better look at that in a moment. Big life-size Michael Myers has moved around a fair bit today, but he ended up back where he's always been. I mean, that really is the best place for him, I think. I like having him in the background when I'm sitting here at the desk doing the reviews. Oh, by the way, the Sideshow Collectibles premium, well, not premium format, the Sideshow Collectibles 1/1 scale Terminator 2 Endo Skull, the T800. The best one you can get. And check out what happens with the eyes when you turn them off. They fade out, just like in the movie. That is sick. So I think that works pretty well on the desk. Classic piece. But yes, I moved Michael Myers around a fair few different places. I tried putting him there and moving this whole setup over there instead, and that looked okay, but he looked absolutely out of place in that corner. He was blocking the Begins poster, encroaching too much on this shelf here, and it just didn't work. So did a fair bit of trial and error. I even moved him over here at one point, but then he was completely blocking that figure. You couldn't even see it when you were standing here, so that didn't work. First world problems, absolutely, I hear you. But just sharing the collection room stuff with you guys. There's the awesome Lex Luthor figure from Justin. Need to find a home for you, but until then he's resting comfortably, well, as comfortable as you can be when you're handcuffed. But you deserve it, you bastard. Yep, various bits and pieces. I want to find somewhere nice to display my favourite vinyls. That was an awesome gift from Nick. A Batman Begins vinyl, printed vinyl, really awesome limited edition. Halloween 2018 soundtrack on vinyl and CD, standard. And the Michael Myers collection, which if you're familiar with the channel, you're probably sick of seeing. Although some of you out there, I'm sure, you love your Mikey action. Got Fergo, has some knives ready for me, which I just need to get him all paid up. And then I'm getting a Fergo knife for this guy, and a Fergo knife for the 2018 version of Michael Myers as well. But there is plenty of videos on the channel. If you want to see more of this, if you're thinking, talk more about Myers, I want to know more about this stuff, believe me, I've already done it. It's on the channel. Dig deep, it's all there. More horror stuff over here. Nothing much has changed. I filmed some footage for the review for these two. Just haven't put it together yet, so I don't think there's any rush. I don't think anyone's really that fussed about seeing me review these guys at the moment. I've reviewed one of them. I need to review the GameStop exclusive, basically. Here's the Predator section with the old VHS videos, which I'm really lucky to still have. I did have quite a few other old films on VHS, but I guess they just, disappeared along the way over the years. There is the most recent Predator to the collection. That's the Wolf. Absolutely stunning. A lot of you were asking about how I managed to get that on. Super glue. I just had enough of it, man. I always wanted to have the cannons on display, so I just super glued it on there. It'll still come off again if I wanted to, but I don't want it dropping off every time I touch him. It was very frustrating. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was just a couple of issues with this guy. Check out the review. Very recently went up on the channel. All this stuff has reviews, but I'm thinking about re-reviewing these two. The two Predator 2 figures, because back when I reviewed them, I was trying a different setup, a different kind of shooting technique, and it looked awful. I was watching them back the other day and I couldn't even watch them. I was like, oh god, no. Might as well just delete those old reviews. So anyway, I'll review them again at some point in the near future. And the Alien/Aliens setup, still something I really, really love. Can't bring myself to change anything here, especially with this bit. Love that Ripley figure and the big chat by Hot Toys. I really hope they do a 2.0 of him. I would definitely be up for getting an updated version. But again, everything you see has its own review, its own showcase video, post session. It's all on the channel. Plenty of Alien goodies, dating back a decade. And recently I told you guys about how I couldn't display him because of his original box, which is down there. Managed to come up with an idea using a Suicide Squad box and basically just glued this accessory, which happened to be the exact same color, onto the box, and it just makes it look a little bit more like it belongs with him. But it just means that I can display him with a box behind him, because if he didn't have a box, it would totally throw the whole thing off, and if he had his original box, it would again throw everything off. All the boxes have to be the right shape and size. And again, shout out to Glenn Page for hooking me up with the Hot Toys Dark Knight box. Haven't got the figure yet, but I got the box, and that's the most important thing for me. And massive shout out to... Well, I was just about to... yeah, I was just about to name someone who told me specifically they want to remain anonymous. So I just dodged a bullet. One of my Patreons, God bless him, sent along this beautiful Wonder Woman figure to review and do all the videos with, and there she is standing there. So she's got loads of videos on the channel now, as do all the other versions. BVS Dawn of Justice still looks amazing. It really does. Training version, comic concept version, Catwoman's, and the Harley Quinn's. Very awesome. The Jokers, and all the Batman stuff, which you've seen a million times, and I won't bore you going on and on about that anymore right now. Oh, but I did take away the Justice League base because it was very tall, and it was making him so much taller than everyone else, and I just wanted him to be the right height, well, in line with the other figures, so I just went with a standard Hot Toys style base with him. And yeah. Alright, running out of time here, so I'm just going to pause it and think if there's anything else I'm supposed to show you. Deadpool's over here. I completely sort of weathered him up with a black wash all over the suit to darken it. It was too bright red before. So he's got a few mods to him. These are these awesome old Batman cards from 1989, like from when the film came out. They're still in awesome condition. There's a whole box of these. These are just the ones that I really like. I was thinking of a way to maybe display them with the figures, but we'll see what happens with that. Here is some of the Catwoman collection. A close-up look at the First Night Out Begins. The Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises, a masterpiece figure right there. The Enter Bay Batman, the Beast. And the Frankenstein version that I've put together from a bunch of different figures to make the Ultimate Batman Begins 1/4. So, that's about it, guys. Oh, did I mention the Pearl Jam poster? Well, that was the first ever live music experience I ever had. I hadn't even seen a band play at a school or a pub or anything. First ever seeing live music played in front of me was Pearl Jam. Front row, 96, Wembley. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye-bye.